Bangladesh votes on February 12th, and ahead of elections, there is a fear amongst minorities in the country that whether there is enough security for them or not as they vote. And that's the point they are making in this human chain that they formed right outside the National Parliament on Manik Mia Avenue here in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. Now, there are a lot of interesting posters here, and if I can ask my camera person to show you these posters, they basically ask a very basic question: who protects the minorities after the votes are counted? They say, Nirapotta chai, nirobota na, which means we want security, not silence. Also, Shonkhaloghuder Nirapotta Manei Bangladesh, which means once minorities are secure, that is what Bangladesh means. So these are posters that have come up here, and we'll try and get in a word from some of the people. Why is it so important for minorities to come and form a human chain here today?
It's not just minorities. I think across Bangladesh, we want to say that when we're talking about the protection of minorities in Bangladesh, first of all, minorities is not just religious minorities. There are other kinds of communities that are also under attack, have been under attack, and women are also have been increasingly under attack, harassed. Across Bangladesh, and we want to make sure that after the elections, during the elections, they are protected.
Absolutely. You ask a very valid question after the votes are counted. Now, ma'am, may I ask you to identify what organization you belong to and why this is such a basic demand in a democracy?
I work at Nijirakuri, which mobilizes landless communities across the country, and we have Muslims, we have Hindu communities, we have Christian communities, indigenous communities that are with us. And we want to say this is not an organizational priority as much as a priority for the nation. Bangladesh was built upon the principles of secularism, and we want to ensure that this remains a foundational principle as we move forward. And democracy means nothing if our minority populations are not protected. And if we keep on talking about mob violence and we no one takes responsibility or accountability for these attacks, then that is a problem, I think, for Bangladesh at large.
That's a poster that caught my attention, Nirapotta chai, nirobota na, which means we want security, not silence. And that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we do want security and not silence. We've seen across Bangladesh.
Appreciate you talking to us there. But, this is, of course, a human chain that's been formed here, demanding a very basic right, that is the security for these people to participate in the vote. And that's something that we're seeing here as far as this protest is concerned. And of course, a lot of people here making a very basic demand that, that there has to be a security for minorities. And that's something that perhaps is the basic demand here from this forum, which is being called as the Nagorik Samaj, or the citizens group, and that is something that obviously the whole entire protest here is all about, and people are demanding basically security to vote in these elections. With camera person Mohammad Mursaleen at the Manik Mia Avenue in Dhaka, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.